Good afternoon, it's Tim here from Southside Honda at our Southside Clearance Centre today, showing you our 2012 Fpv Gt R-Spec Auto. Now just going to go through this one. Sorry, just wait for that truck to go past. Just going to go around and just show you how clean this particular model is and how special this one is. Probably the best starting point on the rarity of this one is the 430 kilowatts at the wheels. So this one has had quite a bit of extensive work done to it, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But first of all, just going through, as you see, it's in that beautiful metallic blue. You can see the sun's really shining off that. Now, being the R-Spec, it is a fully color-coded front bar. To give you an idea, we do have another GT next to it, so I can just pan around and show you that one. As you can see, it's just got those grey inserts on a standard GT, whereas on the R-Spec, it is all color-coded in this one. It does have the Boss 335 logos and the matte decals down the sides there just to break it up a little bit, and the Fpv lightweight racing alloys, obviously nice big alloy to fit those big chunky Brembo brakes on them. Plenty of deep tread there going down on the rims as well. Down the side of the car, obviously all immaculate as with the rest of the car. As you can see, it's got those drill rotors in the rear. Got the black spoiler with the GT badging as standard on the R-Spec again. Just those extra decals. Going down the back, obviously the GT and R-Spec badging. Reverse camera and your sensors there. And it does have your X-Force quad exhaust on either side there for us as well. Going down the passenger side, once again, very similar to the driver's. Immaculate condition. You can see how good the paint is by just the reflection of the cars behind us. Once again, all the rims and tyres in fantastic nick. Into the back of the car, and these rear seats look like they've barely had any bumps in them. Look immaculate with no sort of wear marks, not even any creasing or anything like that. Rear aircon controls as well as your floor mats there. Of course, GT badging all throughout the car. Now, usually at this point on a standard video, I would have the car running so you can hear it, but I just thought I'd give us a minute before I crank her over. As you can imagine, with 430 kilowatts, she is a bit louder, so we'll turn her on and so you can hear that note. So, standard FPV setup here. It's all about this button here. So, has been built quite well, and as you can hear, it does have a nice little note without being too loud or over the top of or intrusive. It's not going to wake up the neighbourhood when you are driving her sedately. Sports alloy pedals, FPV door trims, and of course the FPV floor mats on the front. Now, as with all your Boss 335 GTs, it is supercharged. This one here has had a supercharger upgrade. It is a Parrot Stage 2 with FPV genuine cold air intake, along with a host of other options. Obviously, we've got that exhaust, the headers, extractors, high flow cats, all of that's been done, as well as injectors, lifters, a whole heap of work's been done in this car to get that extra power out and onto the ground for you. Lightweight bonnet as well in these. And you can see it does have that Boss 335 insignia on the top. Now, only 350 of these were built. This one is number 47. Standard display up the top there with our dual zone climate control, stereo controls, and of course our reverse camera there. Front seats, once again, in immaculate condition, GT badging. Does have the Alcantara and leather combo there, just stops you sliding around a little bit in the seat. Genuine dash mat there for us. And of course the wheel. Standard FPV wheel. Stereo and Bluetooth controls on this side, cruise control on the other there. Wipers and lights are where they should be. It does have your auto headlights there, if I can get it to focus. A little bit hard to see with that glare. There we go. Auto headlights. And of course our FPV display there. Being the supercharged model, obviously down here we do have our boost gauge. and of course fuel, oil temp, that sort of thing. As with our onboard computer there, is showing our range, that sort of thing. They'll show our average fuel consumption as well. Average fuel economy 14.1. It is actually does sit a little bit lower than that when you're driving. Sits around sort of the low 12s, which is fairly good for this sort of economy. Sorry, low 13. Sorry, for this sort of car with that sort of power. Obviously, it does creep up just sitting in the yard like it is here. Electric mirrors and windows, of course, as well. And of course, just finally, the kilometers, 31,080 Ks. Does have a full service history there as well. So there we have it, a limited edition GT R-Spec FPV Auto. So if you have any further questions on this one, definitely feel free to give us a call. Once again, my name's Tim. My contact details are in the comment section below. More than happy to have a chat to you about this particular vehicle, any trades you may have, and of course Jason, our senior business manager here, is more than happy to assist with any funding questions you have. So that's all for now. Once again, thank you for your time looking at number 47 in the GT R-Spec. We look forward to hearing from you soon.